Hello everyone, welcome to the Advancement Centre and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. On this special day, we begin a new series, one that allows us to look at and to exercise many of the facilities that have been provided as part of our new world. It sounds different and it feels different, but the new world is actually here. We've gone through stepping up onto the higher planes, bringing in the elevated platform of living, going past all barriers, dropping off all the things that get in our way, and leaving behind the old. And now we're standing beyond all those things, wondering what do we do now? And first of all, as signalled by the elevated platform of living, we exercise our capability of being able to put together what I might call a set point, which allows you to set the level at which you live in any moment. It's an advantage to do it when you wake up, but basically at any time you can raise your set point. And it's not like raising the bar so that you have to exceed something. It's actually resetting the framework of your life so that it develops the way you want, but not through analysis or rules. It's simply a step that you take and you elevate everything about yourself. You elevate the life around you. And you bring it into a pattern where it vibrates, where it's in tune, and where it makes you feel good, makes you buzz. And it's like pulling your socks up. You perform better, you stand straighter, simply because you change that internal set point, which is like the default in a program. Whenever you go back to home base, you don't sink down into a hole anymore. You come back to a set point that maintains you well above any degree of difficulty in any format from any direction. So in this new life, your capability is majestic. The application of it is practical. Once you move that set point, everything within you operates differently. Everything you transmit feels different. Everything that comes back to you makes you smile, makes you feel good. And you don't have to do anything to cause it, except be aware that you can raise the level at which you operate. And if you make it a default setting, it won't take long before it goes into action and maintains you at a level way beyond where you've ever experienced before. This aspect in life can fill your whole life, or it can fill one fraction of a second. It doesn't matter. It's not a belief system. It's not an action. It's a reality where you actually change the channel, like changing the TV channel. You change the channel to something you've always known was totally available, something you've always known belonged to you, but over the years you've let fall behind, where your default situation was to pull back and not be exposed to anything. You now put your full effort into being aware of everything, knowing everything, feeling everything, making a difference, having a glow that everybody sees, and having an interaction with every person that results in a pleasing and elevating interaction. It's not a job. It's not a project. It's definitely not a religion or a belief. It's where you are in control of your awareness without having to think, knowing that you're just a little bit below where you can float should instantly push you up higher. And it will be automatic as long as you're aware of it. The second you feel you're sinking, up goes your set point. And you maintain a level way beyond anything that you could think about. So as we play with these things, they'll grow. And from that growth, new things will become available. And an understanding will grow. An understanding that's not based on anything but reality. Where you can change the temperature around you, but you don't have to change what appears on the thermometer. Where it can be 100 degrees and you can feel like it's 50. Without concentration. Simply knowing that your world is totally at your fingertips and can be set by you any moment and at any time and for any reason. And it happens automatically when we're all together. When music starts to play that really gets you, when you get in the groove driving or flying or just playing with children or playing a game that competes with yourself, you can increase your level and it doesn't affect anybody but you. So all this will happen automatically as long as you're aware of it. And if you can realize that there's nothing stopping your set point going off the charts, you'll gradually test it and test it further test it further again. And at times it may frighten you because it's so good. But that will disappear. That will disappear very, very quickly. Your awareness is off the charts. Your intelligence is off the charts because it's not restricted to a narrow band. It's now available to you in all bandwidths over the full frequency range, over the multi-dimensional range, and throughout all the realms. There is no restriction, and you do not have to separate anything or focus on anything except life. And the set point for life is a very critical thing, particularly in such a free-flowing world that we have right now. It's like being lost. Lost in the beauty of something that you can't yet understand. But somehow knowing that it's familiar. It's like the first time you go into a beautiful supermarket and you don't know your way around. And there's so many beautiful, sparkling things for you to look at and feel and experience. Time disappears. And if you become totally engrossed in that experience, life changes its set point and lifts you out of everything that's mundane, takes you beyond anything you can imagine, and allows you to laugh, to smile, to feel good, and never have to think about what you're feeling good about. And it has nothing to do with testing the water or claiming an experience. It's to do with life itself. As it blossoms from you because of your amazing set point, your amazing variety, and your elegance in presenting what you hold in the world as a gift and as an indicator to others that there's more. There's more brilliance. There's more awareness. And there's more knowledge that comes and goes in every second than you can ever find in the archives of the world. So as each time comes to you, where you either consciously or automatically elevate your life's set point, you can smile and celebrate, and that will lock it into position. Once it's locked into position, it is the minimum you'll go to. Once you celebrate how you feel, once you celebrate the vibration that you're sending out, it locks in and stays forever. And this is new. It will not deteriorate. It will not deplete. And it will not be overshadowed. Even if you focus on something that's not so nice, it still stays. And it still elevates everything in your world and in the world of those who interact with you. Being a new series, it's hard to know what to bring forward next. But the main thing that I can emphasize is there's more. We can go higher, wider, deeper, and lower than we ever have before. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's just one experience or another. But if you change your set point in life, it starts your engine, starts that energy flow, and you celebrate it, and it stays there. And it is not drained by anything. No matter what is presented to you, there's no need to lower your set point. It doesn't make things succeed. The higher the set point, the more success you feel. The less you need to be focused on the mundane. And the greater your interconnection with other people, with other worlds, with other domains. Comes to life as part of your world. Every time we lift something out of our life, we feel better. Now there's no need, because we're pulling our life together, giving it a greater expansion of possibilities. And eventually locking us into a higher feeling, a greater activity of all our skills that are never mentioned in this world. So you lift your set point, you're lifting everything about yourself, not what the world thinks, not what you think, but everything that works. So the energy that you deliver into the world, into yourself, and into things that you do becomes a natural flow at a set point that is way above anything you think you may need. So we're now getting into the possibility of the impossible in every phase of our life. The possibility is up to you. And as you deliver more and more, I could get rid of this fly. As you deliver more and more to yourself. It delivers it into the world and changes everything around you. It's a powerful force that belongs to each and every one of you. And we're now ready to live that life that is above even the elevated platform of living that we've spoken about for many years. It's a life that we haven't touched yet. A life that is phenomenal. That expresses what we are without us saying a word. It makes us feel totally satisfied with ourselves, of who we are, what we're doing, what we're representing, and none of it is attached to your job, your career, your religion, your beliefs. None of it is connected to anything like that. And as you can see, belief systems seem to be falling into the background because there's too much happening in our own field to have any time to stop on something fixed that may have been there at some time in somebody's life. But right now, each and every one of us has a special story that needs to be delivered. And it is not in words. We all have phases in our life that create a node from which we generate our future. That's gone. We're generating our future every second from this elevated set point that brings everything in from everywhere and sends everything out from you as well, all at once. And like I said, it starts your engine. And you have a charged battery instantly. Nothing in this world can do that for you. Nothing in an external world can do it for you. But it comes with you as a natural essence and a natural ability, assisted by millions and millions of different inputs from the world, from the galaxy, from beings, from friends, from everything around you and everything within you. Millions of inputs. And they can't be stopped. They can't be paused even. And you take a snapshot, it's gone almost immediately. You can tell a story. Before you finish the story, it's all changed. This is the life we're in. And it delivers continually without phasing any one of us in any way at all. So as we continue to talk about the things in life that generate great feelings, that generate amazement, stories of magic and miracles, we're now able to apply that miracle, that says, I just raise my set point and everything comes into action. Everything. Even the things that we don't know about. And the energies and the fields that cross, generate new fields. They impose themselves within your body to feel like a buzz. But external to you, they're an enormous power that changes reality and brings a balance, a new balance every second, and sometimes quicker, to everything in your life, to every aspect of you, about you, and about those who are connected to you. It changes the connections. It revitalizes all the nodes that feed into your being, that feed into your brain, and that feed into the universe, that are totally yours. So now, as we walk along, we can lift the set point. Bring in a smile because the set point is doing it, not because we have to make ourselves smile. Lift a little more and go, wow, I feel lighter. And lift a little bit more. And you'll find you get to the point where the unknowns are popping in and standing out as measures of what you are, what you generate. And they're so fast and so variable, it keeps bringing a smile to your face. When we turn, when we look at somebody, when we lift our eyes, our whole being goes with it. Then we celebrate and lock it in. And there you go. You're a new person in seconds. So the skill of the masters is actually showing itself in you. The skill that lifetimes have brought out in people is showing in you in an instant. The ability for you to talk across the barriers, to be with those that you can't see, to be with your Creator, all come to fruition right now by just lifting you around you, lifting your set point. It may sound like I'm repeating, but there's a new set of words with each thing I say. There's a new direction, there's a new angle. It's like a hologram. If we access it from all different angles, it becomes clearer. And as we continue to do so, the hologram will appear, moving, continually moving, and delighting each one of us in what we see and feel and experience as life. So in the next part of this series, we'll go in directions that we've never gone before, because we can set ourselves at a starting point that is way beyond where we ever started before. We've just jumped into a new reality and lifted our set point. Then we've got to find out what else we can do. How else do we play with all these beautiful things? And without knowing in advance, each one of us will gradually find something new that we can express to ourselves or to somebody else, or just experience and reflect with a smile. So as we move into the coming week, it's a good thing to have a starting point well above where you've started before. So lift your set point and let's start again. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure you'll enjoy what's coming next. I know I will. So with that, I'd like to wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and a beautifully magic future. Thank you.